Basically to this guy, Joe Rogan, who believes in dragons. I checked it. He believes in dragons? He believes in dragons.
Did you triple force that?
I had to read the thing about The View because I just thought it was funny.
What's
That's
the
the
deal?
only reason why I read
Dragon.
that about me.
Dragon lover.
The radio,
Go ahead, tell me
Joy
what this is.
Behar was trying to say that I believe in dragons.
Wait, what is this? I just
She
heard
said I
about it.
checked it. I checked.
In today's video, we break down Joe Rogan's fiery response to The View after one of its hosts made a bizarre claim accusing him of actually believing in dragons. Rogan didn't let it slide. He fired back with a sharp, hilarious takedown that not only mocked the absurdity of the accusation but also exposed the hypocrisy and misinformation that dominate mainstream media. His comeback wasn't just about defending himself, it was about cutting through the noise and tackling some of today's hottest cultural debates head-on.
I think that's why people like our show, because they know that we are checked by ABC News. But
We're checked by everybody.
Yeah, I mean, if we're wrong, we have, the legal note here.
The human legal.
But we went from Walter Cronkite, basically to this guy, Joe Rogan, who believes in dragons. I checked it. He
believes in dragons?
He believes in dragons.
Did you triple force that?
Yes, I did. And he also thinks that dragons, like dinosaur-y type of animals, roamed the earth when people did. So this is the type of really, really bad information that's going.
Joy Behar, in a moment of supreme irony on The View, accused Rogan of believing in dragons, an allegation so absurd it bordered on self-parody. Her aim was clear: paint as a spreader of misinformation and discredit his growing influence as a cultural commentator. But in doing so, she ended up undermining her own credibility. While presenting The View as a bastion of truth allegedly silenced by ABC News, Behar failed to fact-check her own outrageous claim. Instead of offering evidence, she leaned on sensationalism, exposing the very lack of journalistic integrity she so often accuses others of. It was a textbook example of mainstream media hypocrisy, where substance and accountability is traded for a cheap punchline. In his latest video, wasted no time firing back wild accusation. Let's check it out.
To read the thing about The View because I just thought it was funny.
What's
That's
the
the
deal?
only reason why I read
Dragon.
that about me.
Dragon
deal?
lover.
The radio,
Go ahead, tell me
Joy
what this is.
Behar was trying to say that I believe in dragons.
Wait, what is this? I
She
just heard
said I
about it.
checked it. I checked it. And the lady goes, "Did you double check it?" She goes, "I checked it. He believes in dragons."
Should be like
You think they live
Sasquatch,
alongside of
bitch.
people? This is the most important part. This is right after she was saying, "We are run by ABC News. You should trust us, not Joe Rogan, who believes in dragons." So she
What?
by saying we should trust them.
Joe Rogan wasted no time dismantling, firing back with the sharp wit and clarity that have made him a favorite among millions. He mocked the absurdity of her assertion that he believes in dragons, exposing the hypocrisy of The View, a show that prides itself on credibility and fact-checking while making such an easily debunked accusation. Rogan pointed out that this wasn't just a slip-up but part of a broader media trend to misrepresent and discredit voices they see as competition by twisting comments and ripping them out of context. He then set the record straight, clarifying that the discussion twisted was actually a lighthearted conversation with a wildlife biologist about why so many ancient cultures around the world depict dragon-like creatures. They speculated whether these myths might have been inspired by real encounters with massive reptiles like Komodo dragons or crocodiles, framing it as a playful what-if scenario rather than a declaration of belief. Rogan's clarification not only crushed but also underscored what separates his platform from the mainstream. His show thrives on curiosity, speculation, and open dialogue, qualities that The View and other soundbite-driven media outlets often lack.
Position is it's probably crocodiles or some big Komodo dragon or some big lizard that did kill people.
Close one.
And so people fought them with swords and shit, and they came back with a story, and then the artist drew it. And these
Yeah, if you
things.
saw one of those at night and you had a stick, yeah, it'd be like,
All
I thought
throughout-
of a pterodactyl.
all
I
throughout
thought a
these
picture
same
of Joe Rogan and a unicorn.
all throughout these same time periods, there's been giant lizards. All throughout these same time periods, there've been Komodo dragons. There's been crocodiles. Been here for fucking hundreds of million years or whatever, probably
money.
more. So the idea that people didn't encounter giant reptiles is stupid. And then there's the other thing is like people were really bad at describing things that they'd never seen before. So if you're a European traveler and you go to the Nile River.
Joe Rogan didn't stop at simply debunking. He used the moment to deliver a broader critique of The View and its shaky credibility. He pointed out the irony of the show proudly flaunting its ABC News affiliation as proof of integrity, only to follow it with an unverified, blatantly false accusation. According to Rogan, The View has built its reputation on fear-mongering and sensationalism, preferring rumors and outrage over honest discussion. He argued that this incident reflects a larger failure within mainstream media, where chasing ratings takes priority over accuracy. Rogan contrasted this with his own platform, noting that his podcast doesn't pretend to be a polished news source. Instead, it creates space for diverse voices, open-ended conversations, and genuine curiosity, qualities that have earned him a massive audience of people fed up with the narrow scripts of legacy outlets. For Rogan, attacks from shows like The View aren't really about fighting misinformation. They're about protecting their relevance as independent creators continue to gain influence. In the end, the clash between both was about more than a single false claim. It became a snapshot of a shifting media landscape. Rogan's measured response exposed Behar's hypocrisy while highlighting why independent platforms like his are thriving, and why traditional outlets are losing trust. By distorting his words for a cheap punchline, Behar unintentionally showcased the very flaws in lack of context and unwillingness to engage in real dialogue that are driving audiences away from mainstream media.